Hello, namaste. It's time for a little sutra study. So today's sutra deals with the topic of viveka. And I was thinking about it because in teacher training this weekend, I was asking the teacher trainees about what viveka meant. And they didn't know. And I thought maybe a lot of people don't know this word and it would be a good one to cover. And so viveka, the meaning of it is discriminating awareness. It's our ability that develops as we do yoga, that we can start to really see clearly what's doing good for us and what's not. You know, what choices we're making, which ones are moving us in the direction of light and of awakening, and what are we doing in our life that's moving us away from that. Because those are really the only two directions you can go. Everything that you do, every choice that you make, it's going to either take you towards spirit, towards connection, towards awakening, towards love, or it's going to move you in the other direction. And it's not so easy, before we learn about yoga and before we really start studying ourselves, sometimes it's not so easy to know what's going to take us towards the sweet stuff, the goodness and the light. And so we practice yoga, and little by little, we start to develop viveka. We develop this real discriminating awareness where we start to clearly see what's working and what's not, and what's going to help us grow and what's not. And so the sutra that talks about this is Sutra 226, and it says, Viveka kyati aviplavla, hang on again, Viveka kyati aviplava hanopayaha. So it says that the way that we remove our ignorance, our avidya, is through a practice of continual discernment, continual illumination, clarity, seeing the truth all the time, and that's going to get rid of our ignorance. So don't worry if you're not there yet. You know, I think yoga is a practice, and luckily we have things that we can do to get us there. And the words used too, this avi plava, it has this sense, it means unbroken or flowing. Flowing might be a better word. So it's telling us that eventually, with enough practice, we're going to get to the point where it just flows. Where it just flows, and this awareness of ours, this discrimination and this ability to see right through to the heart of things and to know what's good and right, it's going to just flow from us. And so I like the sutra because it kind of gives me hope. It's like, look, just keep showing up. Like Sutra 2.1 says, you show up and you do your tapas, right? You have the discipline and svadhyaya, and you really look at what comes up. Yoga is like digging the soil of you, and you turn it and things come up. And so be brave enough to look at it, svadhyaya, and be also humble enough to realize the truth of things. You know, Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender to God, but it's more like take yourself out of the center and have some humility. And you do those things, and the discriminating awareness, the viveka, it really does start to come. And little by little, more and more, you start making really wise choices without even trying. Without even having a grasp for them, this wisdom, it just comes to you. So yoga, thank goodness for it. I don't know what we'd do without it. Namaste.